Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is MazezRealm once again, and welcome to another episode of my series, The Arsenal. For this episode, I have got a really awesome class for you guys, and it is what I call my Spetsnaz loadout for Black Ops 2. And the reason why I called it that was because the two weapons that are used in this loadout are used by the Spetsnaz Russian Special Forces, and they are great weapons in-game, and they're represented really well. So they are featuring the Saiga 12, or as it is known in-game, the S12, and the AN-94 assault rifle. So this is also an overkill loadout, as you guys have already noticed there. Now, I will mention that the AN-94 was just recently nerfed on the patch that was released on July 23rd for Black Ops 2. So you guys will notice a slight difference with damage because the damage was reduced. And honestly, it is still one of the best assault rifles in Black Ops 2, and it is still a very effective weapon, as you will see in the gameplay a little bit later. But as of right now, let's just jump into the loadout here. And the S12 is equipped with the long barrel and a fast mag attachment. And then we equip the wild card Overkill that enables us to use the AN-94 as our secondary, and we've got the adjustable stock for our attachment on that weapon. As far as our perks are concerned, we have got Scavenger and Fast Hands courtesy of that perk 2 greed wildcard, and then for our final perk we have got Dexterity, and that really helps us maintain the fast-paced feel of this loadout, and it really works well. Also, I will let you guys know here that this camo is the Glam Camo that was also released on the personalization packs on July 23rd as well. So right now we're just going to jump in to the gameplay here, and it is a team deathmatch on the map Overflow. And right off the bat, you saw that I joined this match in progress, and I got a really quick kill off of a spawn. So you can still see that the AN-94 is still a very deadly assault rifle in Black Ops 2. It still drops people very quickly, and it is still very effective. I will say though that since we're not using the toughness perk, I decided to put the adjustable stock on there so that we could avoid getting all of that damage that you'll be coming up against when you're facing enemies in multiplayer as well. So definitely wanted to give you guys a heads up as to why that adjustable stock is on there as opposed to the fast mag attachment. So also the fast hand perk really helps us switch between the shotgun and the assault rifle very quickly. Actually, it's faster than reloading. So definitely keep that in mind and use the Y or triangle button very often, because you're definitely going to want to take advantage of that particular perk. It really makes it amazing for an overkill loadout, I should say. Now, notice that this loadout primarily works very well in medium to close range combat. In long range, since you're giving away your position by not using a suppressor on any of the weapons, it's going to be hard for you to get those kill shots without getting too much attention at longer ranges. So definitely only fire on your enemies if you have the kill shot. Otherwise, do not fire and just navigate through the map in a way where you can set up the gunfight and then take them out as quickly as you can. Now, I know I did briefly mention that the camo is from the personalization packs that were released today, and I will be covering each and every one of those camos in detail along with their reticles for each of the optics in Black Ops 2 tomorrow on a special episode of Behind the Gamer Tag. So definitely keep an eye out for that episode, because it is really going to show off all of the new camos, and they are awesome. So you will definitely enjoy that. And the Glam Camo looks really good. I know it's supposed to be like a girly camo, and it's supposed to be kind of posh, but man does it look good on every weapon that I've equipped it on. It just looks like a mixture of diamond and gold, but not as blingy and bright. So that's just a little bit of a side note here on the camo that I'm using. And now we'll just go back to the gameplay here, and you'll see that I'm actually calling in some point streaks that I earned very quickly And this match was actually a really good match, considering that I joined a little bit late, not too bad, but the spawns were already flipping all over the place, and it took a little bit of time to get a feel of where the enemy was spawning. But either way, it was a very, very good gameplay, and it was almost a flawless gameplay if I had not died literally right before the match ends, and you'll see that later on. So that was a little bit crazy, but either way, notice that this loadout works really well when you're actually going back and forth between enemy spawns and you're trying to keep them at bay. That is the way that this loadout is supposed to be used if you're playing on a map like Overflow or even Rush or other maps where the spawns swap very, very quickly and you need to switch between your weapons very quickly as well. And notice that you really have to anticipate where the enemy is coming from in order to know when you're going to switch weapons. Even though the fast hand perk is equipped on this loadout, it's still something you need to keep in the back of your head, because it's something that, even though it's a very fast swap, as you just saw in that kill that I just got not too long ago there, it is still something that you have to keep in mind. And also, remember that since we're not using a fast mag attachment on this AN-94, you're definitely going to want to switch to your S12 when you're in a close quarter situation and have to reload. That is your saving grace for this loadout, and it works every single time. You will just be able to drop the enemy immediately after dealing a little bit of damage and then having to reload. It's just perfect. It's perfect, and it's a loadout that, although the stealth element is not there at all, it is a fast-paced killing frenzy type of loadout. You'll just get some really fast-paced gameplays. You'll deal a lot of damage with this AN-94 and the Sega 12 or the S12, and it's just a really, really fun loadout to use as well. Now, I know that a lot of you guys are probably wondering what exactly was the nerf all about here on the AN-94. To be completely honest with you, the only difference that I noticed on the AN-94 is in long-range combat. It took me a little bit longer to kill at longer ranges than I remember. However, it seems like in medium range and close range, the AN-94 is still identical. I just did not find any differences at all with the AN-94, whether it was suppressed or unsuppressed. Both of them, I noticed a very slight difference at longer ranges, but it's still a really excellent assault rifle as well. Now, if you are going to be primarily using the AN-94 for a longer range role, definitely remember to use toughness. But for now, that pretty much wraps up this episode of The Arsenal. And until next time, this has been MazezRealm. And really be sure to check out the previous episode of The Arsenal and also my similar series to this one, Keys to Success. So until next time, this has been MazezRealm. As I mentioned before, I am out.